Everyone, Jim Hannon from Golden Stars here. I just wanted to do a quick update on the M81 image that I took the other night and posted on my last video. I actually made a very bad mistake, a real rookie mistake, if you will. I've been in amateur astronomy since 1956, so that's better than 60 years. And you can still make some very stupid mistakes. Now, this is the image that I showed you. I mean, it looks okay on the screen. You can see some nice detail here in the arms. But it's very, very unnatural. And there's a reason for that. And it was the way I had to process it. Because I made this mistake. And I will show you. Now, unfortunately, the screen does not produce the image as I see it. It is much better live. But let's go ahead and try it anyway. And there is the new image. Okay, it's much smoother, and if I go all, unfortunately, the camera's blowing out the core. I'm looking at the core, and I can see it beautifully right in here. You can see the center of the galaxy. I can see some dark rings in around here, but the camera's completely blowing out. But notice the arms of the galaxy. They look so much more natural. And now here's the mistake I made. Let's bring this image into its normal state, well, about there. And here you can see the mistake. The image is way up here on top instead of centered. What happened was the software on my CCD camera, when it boots up, it's got a very large screen, and it boots up and it only shows you the top half. And if you don't adjust for that and you center your object in the center of that, this is what happens. You image it and it ends up way up here on the top of the frame. When the image or when the software boots up, there's a slide bar on the side over here that should be slid down, and it'll bring the screen right dead center. Then you center the object, and when you process it, it'll end up right in the middle. It made processing very tough. I closed in very tight on the arms of the galaxy. They look very, very grainy. You can see the outer arms of this galaxy here look much, much more natural. I'm just disappointed that this core is blowing out here on this screenshot, because it definitely is not on the image as I'm looking at it on this computer screen. It's a much, much nicer image with the core visible detail inside the core. And this was kind of a rapid redevelopment and processing, but I didn't have, by processing the whole image and not trying to zoom in on it, it's much less grainy looking and noisy looking, and it's a much, much better image than this one here, which looks very, very unnatural. So it just goes to show that even though you do something hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, been in the field for years and years as I have been, you can still do simple rookie mistakes on any given night. Now, unfortunately, this image will be completely worthless to me because it's too high up. And when I go to take my color data, the RGBs, they'll be properly centered and they will not match up with this image. So this will just have to be a practice in futility, and I'll have to reshoot this white luminous light image properly centered so that can be used to make a nice image. So it just goes to show, pay attention to what you're doing. Just maybe it's the age getting to me, I don't know, but a very, very simple mistake, and it made for a night of imaging, getting a nice image of the galaxy, but not going to be able to use it for anything else. Talk to you later, guys.